I'm memorizing my lines. Since it first aired on CBS in November 1979, Tobe Hooper's miniseries Salem's Lot has terrified and fascinated audiences. Based on Stephen King's modern Gothic horror bestseller, David Soul stars as novelist Ben Mears, whose return to his quaint, idyllic hometown of Jerusalem's Lot, Maine becomes a living nightmare. Intended to write away his childhood fears of his dreaded Marsten House, Mears finds himself battling a plague of vampires led by the demonic Barlow, played by Reggie Nalder. With an outstanding supporting cast including James Mason, Bonnie Bedelia, and Lew Ayres, it remains a benchmark in made-for-TV horror. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I do truly appreciate it, and I got a package, if you will, a box, a big, heavy box. I don't know if I've ever gotten a box this heavy from Centipede Press. Maybe I have, but I cannot recall. And this one came in the mail today. The mailbox was full. I had several boxes in there, but this is one I'm looking forward to, as they all should be. But this one is Salem's Lot, Studies in the Horror Film from Centipede Press, and it's edited by Tony Earnshaw, brother of Dale Earnhardt. But this one was kind of a much anticipated release from Centipede Press, and it's the second printing. So sometimes a publisher will publish a book, and limited edition books. This is happening more and more. It sells out, and then down the road, for a variety of reasons, some it might be cashing in on popularity of a book and making us another print run of limited edition books to sell more books. Other times, years and years and years go by, and the publisher decides to maybe outdo the last one. And I think the latter is more of what we're expecting here from Centipede Press. And with the second printing, there's an additional 400 pages of never published material. So you got that to look forward to. What Jared at Centipede Press calls definitive. And so Centipede Press, you get a big oversized box. You get your book wrapped up in bubble wrap. This one has a little additional piece free of charge, cardboard in the side, to offer maybe a little bit more protection. But it's a heavy, heavy book. Heavy. It's not huge, but it is heavy. And looking forward to getting this one out. And man, when I say heavy, I am not kidding or exaggerating. I've never held a book this size that weighed this much. I never have. I mean, I've held some heavy books, but this one, something about this paper, 750 pages in total, shiny, glossy pages, lots of photos, lots of illustrations, lots of extra material, and it is heavy. I don't know, does the package say what it weighs? Maybe I should check that. Let's see if the package tells the weight of this package. I don't think it does. Nope. No weight is included. Nowhere. 5-pound medium mail rate, whatever that is. 5-pound medium mail. I don't think that's, it might be 5 pounds. It's heavy as a humpback whale. I don't know how much a humpback whale weighs, but it's pretty doggone heavy, I'd assume. They're wrapped in shrink wrap and individually numbered. You can see mine is number 437 of 750 total copies. And Jared says that there was 450 of these things, this second print, sold in the first week that it was available. And the list price was $185, so it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. But it was something that I guess I kind of had to have. When this book became available, I just mashed them buttons. There wasn't much thinking going on. I had to have it. It looked so good. The pictures, the imagery, the definitiveness. And I've got some other Centipede Press books in here that will fit right in with this one on the shelf. So it really looks good. Tobe Hooper's Salem's Lot, Studies in the Horror Film, second edition, edited by Tony Earnshaw, Centipede Press. And so looking at the artwork on the spine, the artwork on the front of the book, and then the artwork on the back of the book, it looks so good. And the illustrations here, I should have already looked that up and tell you off the top of my head. Jacket collage by Patrick Lower and Ben Baldwin. And Ben Baldwin has, over the last 5 years or so, become one of my favorite illustrators. There are a lot of great ones, but when I see Ben Baldwin's name, I usually like. In fact, I always like. Ben Baldwin is one of them. One of them up there, maybe 3 artists that I can think of that I see their name, I get really excited. But looking at that front cover of the dust jacket, it looks so great. And it is reversible. Sometimes Centipede does cool things like that. And the reverse side of the jacket, look at there. Look at there. Man, it looks good. It looks so good. So let me set that aside and show you what you didn't, or what you might not have seen. When I take off that dust jacket, I have one sweet looking book in the front of it, and the spine. Wow, look at the spine. You see that foil stamping on the spine. It looks so good. It's a shame that this thing is wrapped up in such a good looking dust jacket, because it looks so good without it. And you can see that built-in ribbon page marker. That's Smith-sewn binding. Let's see if there's a way to get a better look at the binding on there. The Smith-sewn binding. Quality stuff from Centipede. Quarter cloth and then paper with the artwork from the film. It looks so good. And look at the printed end papers here. A Centipede Press special presentation. Don't it look cool? And this thing, chock full of stuff. There's the back end papers there. Chock full of stuff. And I don't think I'll be able to show it all to you. 736 pages and lots and lots and lots of stuff, including interview with Tobe Hooper, director of the miniseries that the book is based on, 1979 CBS miniseries. Also in here, I haven't seen it yet, I read that there is a comparison of Femdale, California now and in the film. And so a lot of extra stuff in here, an additional 400 pages of never published stuff compared to the first edition, as well as things like higher resolution images, more images, and such as that. But there's just, the book is just full of stuff. And it's an in-depth documentation of the CBS miniseries, and there's no way I'm going to be able to show you all this. So first, let's go to the back, which I was originally going to do. Go to the back and show you here the limitation page. It is number 437 of 750 copies, plus 50 copies for contributors. And it's signed by Tony Earnshaw and Justin Humphreys. But there's our signature page, our limitation page. And then I'll go back to the front. Back to the front. You soldier, you blind man. Metallica. But show you some of the stuff that's included. Look at there. Look at there. Some of the stuff. I mean, I'm not kidding. If you look at this book, it is nothing but images throughout and glossy paper. So it looks good. It feels good. And I'm not kidding when I say it is heavy, heavy. There's our frontispiece and looking swell. So Centipede Press, here's a table of contents. Wow. Centipede Press, every Sunday at 11:30. Get on their mailing list. Every Sunday at 11:30. I'll show you this talk here. Centipede Press sends out an email almost every Sunday anyway. And some of those emails will be books that are now up for sale. Usually those books, when they're up for sale, are also ready to ship. So you might order this on a Sunday and get it a week or two later. Occasionally, Centipede Press will sell books that aren't ready to ship, like Frankenstein. And Jared openly does not like that, where customers wait for months on books. Most publishers, that's the typical way to do things. Nothing wrong with that. But lots and lots of images from the film. But Jared doesn't like that. He likes, and I'm skipping pages because every single page, 730 36, what did I say, 736 pages, something like that. 736 total pages, 750 copies printed. It looks like every one has some sort of an image on it. Just so much to be, no, so much more to pay less for. Like I said, $185. Comparison there to Carrie. Some information. What does it say? Let's go back here a second. Oh, an interview. An interview. One of the best horror films that has ever been made for television. An interview with Stephen King, Paul R. Gagne. And then they're asking Stephen King, how did Carrie develop your initial story idea into the finished novel? But there are so many. There's so much. Some Carrie images in here. Let's flip through a little bit. Holy cow! Just look. I mean, I flipped halfway through the book. We skipped a lot, but there's no way I can show you everything. See what all kind of cool stuff is in here. Just image after image. So you could essentially, it looks like I read through this book, and there's an interview with David Soul. I got the film. Full page photography images on here. Just so much. Yeah, and each page as I flip through here, let's go back a little bit. It's like if I flip through the book fast enough, I'll be able to see it like a film. As the stake goes in, page by page, until finally, blam, 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 hammer it in. So a neat little thing there. An interview with James Mason, The Gentleman as Actor, by Miles Beller. Lots and lots of images, just chock full of stuff here. So I've got to go back. It's been probably 4 or 5 years, maybe 6 or 7. It's been a little while now. I'd say before COVID was the last time I watched this film. It was streaming somewhere and I watched it, and I need to go back and watch it now. First, I need to read this 736 page look, in-depth dive to the film, and then go back and watch the film and pay close attention. But a neat thing from Centipede Press. One of the publishers that really, a return to Salem's Lot. One of the publishers that really offers so much, whatever it is, and deadly. It's alive and deadly. But a publisher that offers so much, not only publishing books that maybe you've never heard of, publishing books in limited edition form that perhaps other publishers wouldn't mess with, but also publishing big time books, like for example, Frankenstein. But then a variety of things, collections, weird tales, studies of film, studies in the horror film, different films that are out there, and it's just such a variety. But I really feel like Jared is running a business making fabulous limited edition books, but he's doing it in a way, illustrations there, but he's doing it in a way that enlightens the reader, that enlightens the collector, that spreads the word on things that might be easily forgotten or might not be known of in any way. And just looking through here, really, really great stuff. Man, it looks so good. Chock full of art, chock full of imagery, and it is so nice. Sharp. He said sharper, clearer images, and it's just picture after picture after picture. And they look, can you see that? I wasn't paying attention to you. But just trying to show you a little bit of what's included here. Son of Salem's Lot. A lot more about Salem. So much stuff. What do we got here? What do we got here? And we got here Salem's Lot from the novel by Stephen King. Executive producer Sterling Stillafant. The screenplay. The following pages reprint elements from the June 1979 shooting script of Salem's Lot. So if you have any interest in this film, Jared at Centipede Press has your back. I'll put a link in the description to the book, and perhaps when you're watching this, there will be some left. Today is, as I'm recording this, it is Wednesday, or as the French say, Wednesday. I don't know what they say in France, but It is Wednesday, and as of Wednesday, there are still some copies available. There were 750 total, price $185 plus the freight, and it is massive, and it is worth the dough, and it is quality stuff. Centipede Press always impresses, always pleases. I vouch. I vouch. And with that being said, I got no more lies to tell, so thank you for your time. I do truly appreciate it. C'est la vie, baby. Doo-doo.